Okay, so here is the dresser that I'm going to be painting. So I'm not a big fan of black furniture. I just feel like it doesn't look nice. Well, for me, like in my space, and like I like it to look a little bit airy with like lighter color furniture. So I bought this off Craigslist for 40 bucks, and it's real wood. I don't know what kind of wood, but I just know it's real wood. And the owner painted it black, as you can see, but I think there was another color underneath as well. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna sand the color off, and then I'm gonna smooth it. That way, it's nice and prepped for the paint. There are some cracks on it, which I don't mind it. That's just paint. I dropped crazy glue on it. That's acetone, so it ate it up. But yeah, it just has like this crack here, and I don't know if I'm gonna fill it up with wood filler, but I mean, I don't mind it. It kind of gives it character, which I kind of like, and I also like the look of it. I like the vintage look. I like the cute little knobs. Um, yeah, so this dresser is gonna be like a super pale pink, and then of course like all that trimming. All this is gonna be gold, and maybe the legs too. I was gonna do the top gold, but I feel like it was gonna be too much. But yeah. So I'm gonna take it outside and start sanding it. I don't know if I'm gonna show you guys the process because I know it's gonna take me forever to get the paint off. But yeah. So here I have this sandpaper that I got from Home Depot. So this one is a 60 grit sandpaper, and this one's gonna help me remove the paint. So yeah, so it's gonna help me remove the paint. And then I have this one, which is the 150, and it's way smoother. So this one's gonna help me smooth out any little fine lines that are in there and prep it for the paint. So you always so yeah, to remove paint, you want to get this green one. The guy from Home Depot recommended this one. And when you go to Home Depot, it kind of tells you like the green is for removing paint and varnish. And then this one, the blue one, is for smoothing. So yeah. So these are the two sandpapers I'm going to use. And I'm actually going to do this by hand because I don't have a sander or whatever the hell you call it. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So like I said, I'm not going to show you guys the process of me sanding it because it's going to take forever, but you guys will see the end result once it's completely sanded. Okay? Okay, so sanding didn't go very well because there's a lot of paint on here, so I went out and bought this. It's paint stripping gel. And then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to like do an even coat on top, and then it's going to bubble. And then you could just like scrape it off with a scraper. So, but you have to leave it on for an hour though. But yeah, I'll show you guys how to do that in a bit. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add an even layer of this on with a paintbrush. The instructions say to add a thick layer of this, but I didn't know if I was going to have enough for the whole dresser. So I just went and added the amount that I thought was going to work. Also, the instructions say to wear gloves and a mask, but I didn't just because I'm a rebel and I'm a bad bitch. But it doesn't smell bad. It actually smells really pleasant. It smells citrusy like the name says it. But yeah. Also, the longer you leave it on, the better. You can leave it on for 24 hours and you'll get the best results, but I didn't want to wait that long. So I already have the even coat on of that, and I'm going to let it sit for an hour and see what it looks like. And then I'm also going to do this to the dressers, and then just remove the little handles because I'm going to spray paint those gold. But yeah. So as you can see, that stripping gel bubbled it up, and look. Ooh. It just comes off. Just like that. I'm probably going to do another coat because as you can tell, there's screen paint on the bottom. So this is literally my second day stripping this damn dresser, and it's kind of hard because this dresser has little like carvings in it, And I mean, the flat areas are easy to do, but not these. And then see, when it's like this, it's too dry, so I have to do it again. Oy, and look at all the mess I made. And then the dresses are over there. The dresses are actually pretty easy. I still have this one cooking pretty much, but other than that, I had to do this. The legs I covered too because I really want the legs to be completely gone because I want to paint those gold. And I don't want any paint on there. But let me show you the top. The top is pretty good. I do need to sand it because it's a little rough. But other than that, I should be good. So we'll see how long this takes me. But yeah, like I said, this is the second day of me doing this. And I'm kind of annoyed. So after many hours, there's a fucking fly up in here. I finally got to remove everything off this damn dresser. Took forever. You see the crack that it has. I don't know if I'm gonna fill it up. I don't mind it, like I said, but I'm just probably gonna leave it like that and just paint it. But I do have to sand it with the smoother grid sandpaper, and then paint. And the dresser right here. I'm thinking I'm gonna paint the top of it gold, and then the rest pink, and then like accents of gold. But other than that, yeah. So to prepare the dressers for the paint, I'm just going to give it a light sanding with the 150 grit sandpaper. And then I'm also going to wipe it down with a damp cloth just to remove any excess dust, because you don't want to paint over dust because it's going to look gritty and not cute. It's going to look lumpy and ew, disgusting. So the paint that I'm using, it's by Bear, and it's in the color Cupcake Pink. It's a really pretty pale pink, and I'm absolutely in love with it. I didn't want something super bright or super light, so this color is just perfect. I love it. So here I'm just using a paintbrush to help me get around the edges. I'm also going to use it to paint the carvings, and then I'm going to give it an even layer with the paintbrush to make it easier for the roller later. So for the handles, I'm going to be using the Rust-Oleum Specialty metallic spray paint in gold, just to give this a really nice shine. I'm absolutely in love with these handles. I didn't want to switch them out. I just think they're very pretty, very like girly, very feminine, and also, in my opinion, this is the best metallic spray paint ever. I love it. I use this gold for everything. So now I'm using a paintbrush again to go into all the cracks and the moldings of the dresser, and it's just going to make it way easier for me to go over it with the paintbrush. And also I'm going to use it to paint the frame, and then I'm going to go over it with the roller. So for the legs, I'm going to be using this Rust-Oleum metallic interior wall paint in soft gold. And I'm also going to be using a flat rounded brush and a detailing brush just to make it easier to get into the little nooks and cranny of the molding at the bottom of the dresser. So guys, here she is. Oh, she looks so beautiful. Like, I can't believe how amazing it turned out. Like, she looks like a totally different woman. Like, I'm truly, truly obsessed. Excuse my light over there. How dare she? Anyways, I can't believe how good it turned out. Like, I'm still amazed. It took me 7 days to get her ready for her debut, but she is here. She is beautiful. She's ready to get photographed, you know, and I just can't believe it. I didn't go through with a lot of things I was gonna say that I said I was gonna do, like the gold top, I kept it pink, and also the little like carving on the dressers, I kept them just pink because it was kind of hard for me to do it with the brush, and also the paint that I had wasn't opaque enough. The one that I used on the legs, but the legs turned out really, really good. The hardware also, I just absolutely love it. One of my friends says that it looks like it came out of a, what's that movie called? That, that Beauty and the Beast movie. It looks like one of the dressers, she said. And to be honest, I ain't gonna lie, like, she is looking amazing. She looks vintage. She's super cute. I'm gonna keep her forever as long as I live. Like I said, it took me 7 days to finish, but it was worth it. My mom's all like, just paint it white and paint over it. I'm like, no, like, that's not gonna look good. It's gonna be too thick. But anyways, I love it. And to be honest, if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it right. So I had to strip her down, get her naked. But I can't. I just can't. Like, you guys, she is looking like $1,000,000. You know, I ended up not covering the cracks. I kept them, and I just kept the decor simple. My cute little plant, a little jewelry box, and this cute little painting a friend of mine did for me, custom made. Only I have this. It's one of a kind, but I love her. But yeah, that's it, you guys. That's it for this video. If you guys really, really enjoyed this video, let me know. And hopefully this kind of helped you out and gave you some tips if you decide to do this kind of stuff to a dresser and stuff like that. I ain't a professional, but I will probably list some things down below that helped me out so you guys could get, you know, the 411. But anyways, I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye!